We have Prashant Bhushan on the line. Siddharth, go ahead. Do you want? I'm tossing it over
Yes.
to you.
Okay, Mr. Bhushan, the trial court has agreed with the 7 issues that the Central Bureau of Investigation has highlighted in the past. Basically, they want to go, and as Vijay Agarwal put it, they want to unearth and lift the corporate wheel. That is the CBI's allegation. What do you expect to happen from here forward?
No, have they asked the CBI? Have they asked the court for permission for further investigation in the matter?
No, what they have said, and we are still to get a written copy of the order, that 13 new witnesses have been asked to appear before the trial court, and that could happen as likely as tomorrow. That is what Vijay Agarwal was telling us just now. Of course, the written fine print of the order is not out yet, but the defense has in the past contended that the CBI is trying to include facts that were not in the charge sheet, including the 950 odd crore money transfer matter, as a fresh matter in the trial. So what would you really say to that?
So you see, in this case, unfortunately, the CBI should have charge sheeted Anil Ambani, because clearly he was the main person in charge of Reliance, which set up this Swan Technologies as a Benami company in order to get another license. So therefore, all the payments for Swan, etc. had been made by Reliance under Mr. Anil Ambani's signature. And therefore, there was no question of charge sheeting some officials there and not charge sheeting Anil Ambani. He was clearly the person who had set up this whole Swan Technologies in order to get another license, which he was not permitted. So, in any case, you see, the CBI, for reasons best known to them, did not charge sheet him. But now, if they are asking him to be summoned as a witness, I think that is perfectly fine. I mean, there is no way that Anil Ambani should be able to wriggle out of even coming as a witness.
Mr. Bhushan, the point is, and what you seem to be saying and leveling serious allegations about Benami companies, but on the point of CBI's flip-flops through this entire investigation, we have seen the CBI and the defense lawyers have contended this, it is not us saying it, adopt a different strategy when it comes to different cases. In one case, finally the court had to rule and sort of give out a dictum as far as the controlling mind of an entity is concerned, because the court had, the CBI believed that an entity without individuals could also take a decision. Does this development and do the previous developments in any way mean that the overall 2G case, which is at trial stage right now, has been weakened?
No, I don't think that it would be weakened by this. I think it was weakened by not charge sheeting Anil Ambani, because when you don't charge sheet the main person in charge of a company, who has himself signed all the payments, without whose signatures these payments could not have been made, and you charge sheet some other officials, then clearly you are trying to let off the main culprit. And that certainly weakens the case. But now this particular decision of summoning him as a witness, I don't think this itself will weaken the case any further than what it has already been weakened by.
No, Mr. Bhushan, what I was referring to was the different yardsticks that lawyers allege the CBI has consistently applied in this case. After all, it is not just one case, it is multiple companies. The CBI believes part of an overall single conspiracy, but it has been charge sheeted in installments. There are different companies. My question was really in reference to at the higher level, at the appellate level,
yes.
The defense being able to say
that the CBI has been applying different yardsticks, and clearly it is on account of political and corporate pressure being exerted on them. And the fact that they did not charge sheet Anil Ambani is also an instance of their applying a different yardstick. Because clearly, when you are charge sheeting that company, you have to charge sheet the controlling mind. And the controlling mind in that case was clearly Anil Ambani.
Sir, because you mentioned controlling mind, let me turn you away slightly. One question on the other matter, which is currently at sort of appeal and awaits final disposal at the highest court, and this has to do with the Bharti and the Vodafone charge sheet and the proceedings at the trial court that have happened so far. Again, a rhetorical question, and pardon me for my ignorance in law. Will this order have any implications on that process that is underway at this point of time?
No, I don't think this order will have any implication on that. You see, there also the CBI, by charge sheeting only the company and not charge sheeting Mr. Sunil Mittal, tried to do the same thing to shield Sunil Mittal, and that's why the trial court ordered him to be charge sheeted, because clearly a company has to be controlled by some humans. The company's decisions are always taken by some humans, and in that case it was clear that the decisions were being taken by Mr. Sunil Mittal. Just as in this case, it is clear that the decisions were being taken by Mr. Anil Ambani.
Mr. Bhushan, what time frame do you think now exists for the trial court to give an order in this matter? Again, a point that some people have raised, that because of this sort of last minute development towards the fag end of the trial, the entire proceeding of the judge announcing his verdict is likely to get pushed significantly.
Yeah, I have not been following the trial so closely, therefore I don't know exactly to what extent this will push the trial back. I'm sure that it will to some extent, but if that is necessary in the interest of justice, so be it.
All right, Mr. Bhushan, thank you very much for your time. We are now joined by Majid Memon, noted criminal lawyer, who is also followed and participated as a lawyer in this trial. Mr. Memon, if you can hear me, Siddharth Zarabi from the 2G trial court in New Delhi. My first question to you really in terms of the grounds on which the trial court seems to have acceded to the CBI request. Valid grounds in your mind?
Well, one very important question that needs to be considered is that there was nothing to prevent CBI from seeking their testimony or asking for summons for Anil, Tina, etc. right at the inception. They did not list them as witnesses, did not record their statements during investigation, did not cite them as witnesses to be examined during trial until the trial has almost concluded. If you look at the position in the court today, since I was in the court this morning as well, I must tell you that the position of the court is that the whole quota of the prosecution witnesses has practically exhausted, and the last investigating officers were to step into the witness box today. At this belated stage, bringing a new set of witnesses certainly appears to be there is a strong belief or perception that it appears to be prejudicial to the accused persons who have already exposed their defense, and they have cross-examined a large number of witnesses. One cannot understand as to why the prosecution kept these witnesses, the list of which has now been allowed now. All are holding till the end of the trial. This is not only...
Mr. Memon, one of the points, Mr. Memon,